Okay, so today for math, what we're doing is we are drawing and labeling a tape diagram to show how to do a simpler problem. So if you look on this one right here, we have 220 take away 190. Those are some hard numbers to take away. So we're going to go ahead and round this up to the next 100. So 190. To get to the next 100 would be 200, and I need to add 10. So right here, they added 10. So 190 plus 10 is now going to equal 200. So on your page, 190 plus 10 equals 200. 200 is an easier number to take away from. But in order to have the same problem, what I do to one number, I have to do to the other, just like in our math video. So I also had to add 10 to my first number of 220. So 220 plus 10 more is equal to 230. So now I have a lot easier problem to solve, and what they did is they took 230, 200, and rewrote the problem. 230 take away 230 take away 200. That's easy peasy, right? 230 take away 200, we're just going to take away the hundreds, and that's going to equal 30. Okay, let's go ahead and try another one. So I have 320 take away 190. 190 is close to what number? You're right, 200. If I do add 10 more, so plus 10 to 190, I'm going to get an easy number of 200. 200 is a lot easier to take away from than 190, so I'm going to add that 10 because I know that 10 more than 190 is 200. But what I do to one number, I also have to do to the other, so I'm going to add 10 to my first number, 320. And 320 plus 10 is equal to 2 tens plus 1 10, 330. So now I have 320 plus 10 is 330, 190 plus 10 is 200. So now I have to take both of my numbers and I need to rewrite my number sentence to make it an easier problem. 330 is still my first number, so 330. And I have to take away my easier number now of 200. That's a much easier problem to solve than 320 take away 190. So now that I have 330 take away 200, I can solve that. I know I take away ones from ones, tens from tens, and hundreds from hundreds. So if we were to look at this, I'm even going to write it the vertical way so that we can look at what we need to take away. Take away 200. 0 take away 0 is 0. 3 take away 0 is 3. And now we take away the hundreds. I have 3 hundreds, I'm going to take away 200. So 3 take away 2 is equal to 1. So my answer is 130. Okay? You don't have to solve it the vertical way like that in your head if that doesn't make sense to you. You can just say, oh, I have 300, I'm going to take away 200, that's 1. I have 30, I'm going to take away 0. I have 30, I'm going to have 0, take away 0, I'm going to do 0. I just did it up and down so it's a little bit easier to see. I could put it into a hundreds, tens, and ones chart if I wanted to help me visualize. Ones take away ones, tens take away tens, hundreds take away hundreds. Okay, let's go ahead and do this next one. I have 400 and I'm going to take away 280. I'm going to look at 280 and see what the closest hundred is to it. So I have 80. I know that 80, let's add some more tens until we get to the next 100. So I have 8 tens. You ready? 8 tens, 9 tens, 10 tens. How many tens do I have to add? 2 tens. So 2 tens is the same as 20. So I'm going to draw my tape diagram. My 2 boxes. And I know I had to add 20. So I'm going to do plus 20 with 280. And that equals to my next 100. So I had 2 hundreds. So I have 280. 8 tens plus 2 tens is 10 tens. 8, 9, 10. 10 tens. We bundle it to make 100. 300. Much easier number to take away from. But what I do to that number, I have to do to the other number. So I'm going to add 20 here. So 400 plus 20, easy peasy, 420. Now that I have some more friendly numbers, I can go ahead and subtract. So my first number is 420, and I'm going to take away 300. Okay, to help me see this a little bit better, I'm going to take 420, and I'm going to take away 300. I'm going to put it in my hundreds, tens, and ones chart to help me see. I know I take away ones from ones, so 0 take away 0 is 0. I know I take away tens from tens. I have 2 take away 0, that's 2. And I take away hundreds from hundreds. 4 take away 3 is 1. I have my number of 120. So right here, 120. See how finding an easier number is helping me visualize this a little bit more. It's helping me see what the numbers are. Okay? If ever I'm going too fast, remember you can pause and catch up. Since it's a video today, I'm going to go a little bit quicker than I usually do. So now we have 470 take away 280. First thing I need to do is draw my tape diagram, put both numbers in it. 470, first number always goes on top, 280, second number always goes on bottom. 470, 280, 470, 280. Okay, to draw my other box on this side, because these numbers still have to be the same, but I'm going to look at my second number of 280, and I'm going to count how many tens I get until the next 100. So I have 8 tens, so put 8 in your head, and we're going to count until we get to 10. 8, 9, 10. How many tens did I have to add? 2 tens. And the value of 2 tens is 10, 20. So I'm going to add 20. So in your little box right here, you're going to add 20. So I have plus 20. I have 280 plus 20. And I know that that gave me to the next 100. So I got a 100 bundle. I have 200s plus 100 is equal to 300. Okay. What I do to the one number, I have to do to the other with the tape diagram. So I'm going to add 20 more. So 470 plus 20. I know that 20 is a tens number, so I'm going to add the tens. I have 7 tens, and I'm going to add how many tens? 2 tens. So 7 tens plus 2 tens. So 7, 8, 9. That gets me to 9 tens. That means I don't need to bundle, so 490. Okay, so now I have my easier problem, 490 and 300. So I have 490, and I'm going to take away 300. That's a lot easier to solve. Again, I can over here put it in my hundreds, tens, and ones chart. Let me cross out that one. I have 490, and I'm going to take away 300. I can easily put that in a hundreds, tens, and ones chart to help me solve, because I know I take away ones from ones, tens from tens, hundreds from hundreds. So I have 0 take away 0 is 0. 9 tens take away 0 tens is also 9 tens. 4 take away 3 is 1. So my answer is 190. Okay, remember this is just a strategy to help us solve. We're finding an easier problem within our problem to help us solve. Okay, last one, 530 take away 270. Remember, if I'm ever going too fast, you can rewind the video. You can also pause the video. So I just drew 2 tape diagrams because I know I have to put my first number on top, 530, and my second number on bottom, 270. I have to draw my little boxes right here because those are going to tell me that I'm going to add to help myself make an easier problem. So I help myself make an easier problem. I have 270, and then I have my 2 boxes. So let's look at this. I have 7 tens. I'm trying to get to the next 100. So let's put 7 in our heads, and we're going to count on until we get to 10 to make a bundle of 100. So put 7 in your head. 7, 8, 9, 10. How many did I have to add? 3. And 3 tens is the same as, you're right, 30. Let's check. 10, 20, 30. So I have to add 30 to this one to be able to get it to the next 100. So 30 plus 270 is 300. Getting that to the next 100. Okay, what I do to one number, I have to do to the other, so I have the same problem. So I have 30 plus 530. That looks kind of tricky, but I know we add tens to tens. 30 is a tens number. How many tens are in 530? 3 tens. So 3 plus 3 is 6. That makes 560. Okay. Now it's time for me to be able to write my easier problem. 560, take away 300. 560, take away 300. Now I can go ahead and solve. I know I take away ones from ones, tens from tens, hundreds from hundreds. So I'm just going to do this in my head. I have 0 ones, take away 0 ones is 0. I have 6 tens, take away 0 tens is 6. And then I have 500, take away 300. If I need to use my fingers, I can. 500, take away 3. 1, 2, 3. That leaves me with how many? 2. So my answer is 260. Okay, go ahead and give yourself a smiley face on the top. That's showing me that you're done. This can go ahead and go home. Thanks for working hard. Now it's your time to get on Zearn until your teacher tells you to clean up.